Saw 6. Fucking 2 for 1 in this movie. We got a wicked gore fest on one half and a pretty cool drama thriller type of flick on the other half. And they both intertwine perfectly, so it's not just half a movie's gore, that's over, and then the last half is drama. It's all interspersed equally throughout. Movie kicks off with a bang. Two people chained in a room, opposite sides of a fence, with a fish scale in the middle, and they're told that they have to offer up a pound of flesh to be released, and whoever offers up the most flesh within a minute gets to go free. We've got a pretty young girl on one side, and then we got this middle-aged overweight man on the other side, and he's got a fair bit more to work with, obviously, being overweight, so he starts hacking away at his stomach, throwing the chunks in onto the scale. The chick lifts her shirt like she's about to start cutting up her stomach, and she's like, I don't have anything there to cut. So she starts hacking away at her arm with a fucking knife. And then the cleavers come out and the blood sprays everywhere, and I'm not going to say who wins it, but the winner wins. They're let go, although you don't really see the mechanism release off them. But then the loser zooms in on this thing mounted on their head with drill bits aimed at the temples, and they just start twisting and crush the person's skull. Fucking beautiful. Then it cuts to this health insurance company full of just absolute cunts. Just every single person in there is a douchebag. We've got this higher up dude named William, who's in charge of telling people that their shit is now canceled, no more coverage, get lost type of thing. And he keeps a team of 6 people to go through every claim that is submitted, for them to comb through and look for any possible thing that will get them to say, oh nope, you're not covered anymore, get fucked. So there's that. Cool thing, one of the dudes is the fucking kid from Family Matters, Carl Winslow's son in that show. So instead of being a goody-goody now, he's a total prick. Just his nickname in the office is the Terminator because he's so good at getting people's claims canceled. All these people wind up within a game that is made for William, since he likes to play God and decide who lives and who doesn't. The game is revolved around that. There's one game where there's 2 people on pedestals. He has to hold chains to keep them up. Whichever one he lets go, that person ends up dying with a barbed wire noose around their neck and splatting into a glass wall. He's got to help another co-worker through a steam jet maze by pulling a relief valve where steam will shoot up and hit him, allowing the person through where the steam was originally going through. But then the person has to find a key. The key isn't in a very good spot, so there's a big fight that winds up there. That shit's awesome. The trap on that person as well. Fucking nasty shit. I loved it. It's basically a shaft attached to their chest with a pipe, and when the trigger's pulled, the pipe right through the fucking skull. He's got a tilt-a-whirl thing with 6 other employees and a shotgun with 6 shots in it, and he's allowed to save 2 people only, or he can save none. The way to save them, again, he has to sacrifice his body, like with the steam jet maze. He has to reach into a cage and push a button. When that button is pushed, a metal spike comes down and jabs through his hand, but it also makes the shotgun rise up and shoot instead of shooting the person that's in front of him. because the tilt-a-whirl thing just randomly stops someone in front of the shotty. But once that person's saved, they're not going to stop in front of the gun anymore, or once someone's shot, it's not. So regardless, the gun is shooting 6 shots. He can save 2, he can save 1, or he can save none and protect his hands. Shit was beautiful. Again, making him choose who lives and who dies, just like he did in his job. Just a little more immediate results. What else does he have to do? He has some other fucked up games I can't really recall at the moment, but enough of that for now. Cut back to Hoffman, the cop from Saws 3 and 4 and 5. He's back. What a surprise. And we keep getting flashbacks of him. A little bit of a spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the previous Saw movies, skip the rest of this. This isn't a spoiler for Saw 6. This is just going to spoil some shit from previous movies if you haven't seen them. So, with Hoffman, we keep getting flashbacks between him and Amanda setting shit up for Jigsaw. And they don't like each other. They're constantly throwing little shots at each other. You see him for Saw 3 with the person on the spinning crucifix. We see him wheelbarrow the person in and just dump them on the ground, just like they're trash. And Jigsaw looks at him and is like, that's a human being. Like, does causing brutality get you off, type of thing? And Hoffman just looks at him and goes, you want him to suffer just as much as I do. And you can just see Jigsaw thinking. And Amanda asks Hoffman, so what game are you gonna have to play? And he just smirks at her, grabs her hand, show her wrist cuts, and he's like, I don't take life for granted. I'm not gonna have to play a game. All sorts of shit like that. And we also get to see Jill, Jigsaw's wife. She's getting in on the action now, giving Hoffman 5 envelopes as per her husband's wishes. And those envelopes show who he needed to trap for the 5th game. So that was cool. But we see her keep one. What's in it? Watch the movie and fucking find out, folks. I'm not spoiling that shit. But it leads to a whole other little game within the game, and holy shit, it is fucking brutal. Just everything about this. The drama was really well done. The gore was beautiful, obviously. Just this flick is badass, and I'm finding myself liking these later sequels a lot more than I did in the past. So I'm really glad I revisited this series. There's a little post-credit scene as well, showing Amanda talking to Jeff's daughter from Saw 3 through the lock in the door, saying, don't trust the one that saves you. So there's a nice little recap back to that as well. Other than that, like, Saw 6 was awesome. I can't wait to get to 7. And yeah, definitely check this one out, folks. It was a great drama thriller movie plus a great horror and gore movie. It's perfect on every level. Check that shit out. Thanks for fucking watching. Stay sleazy. Peace.